Top of the news tonight, landowners at two more developments from the same company, Policy Consultants Limited, have been waiting for years for homes they paid for. They now join landowners at a Santa Cruz development who have been waiting as many as 21 years to build their dream homes, with the company blaming missing approvals. Reporter Joshua Simangal has this story.
3 developments and potentially as many as 5 under Policy Consultants Limited that remain with approval issues for more than a decade. Over the last 17 years, families purchased lots from Policy Consultants at its Grants Park development in Rousillac. They paid as much as $300,000 for a lot. They say they were promised by the company's director, former minister and recent UNC temporary senator Dr. Carson Charles, that all approvals would be sorted within 6 months of purchase. All these years later, utility approvals remain outstanding.
We were given a lot of positive talk, which we know now was a lot of gas-up talk from policy consultants, because we have people here who buy land over 17 years and still struggling, no water. We buy water.
Landowners pay between $400 to $500 for a truckload of water. Around 10 families are building their homes brick by brick with cash. Without approvals, they cannot access bank loans. Desperate, they have little option but to try and obtain approvals themselves.
Because Mr. Charles did not pay the interconnection fee to WASA, so we were advised by the MP to go and find out the cost. And when we went there, it was upwards of $45,000. And I think that is unfair and it's unjust that after spending all this money, all these residents now have to come now and fork out extra money in order to pay for a connection from us. I think it's unfair.
As was the case with the Santa Cruz development, Policy Consultants Limited asked the Rousillac development landowners to pay $5,000 each for water meters.
Don't trust those in authority, whether it's politician or whoever. Don't trust them.
Last December, a group of homeowners also had to put up $64,000 to pay TNTech to get electricity. Shamila, whose name was changed, was one of those who paid. She bought her land in 2014.
All of our life savings and everything was invested in this, so we really didn't have a choice. At this point, what we would want, in addition to proper roads, drainage, water, standpipes, street lights, in addition to all of that, we would want Mr. Charles to reimburse us for the monies paid to TNTech.
Homeowners are calling on opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar to take action against Dr. Carson Charles. They say his behavior is bringing her party into disrepute.
We're demanding that he never sits in Senate again because he doesn't deserve to represent anybody in Trinidad and Tobago.
Landowners at Policy Consultant Limited's Ocean View development in Claxton Bay also reported facing approval issues for more than 15 years. 2 landowners told CNC3 News that as a result, they can't get their deeds. Policy Consultants Limited Director Dr. Carson Charles told CNC3 News that developments have been delayed by what he called a problematic approval process. He denied claims of fraud, saying his company remains committed to working towards solutions. Joshua Simangal, CNC3 News.
Opposition Senator Wade Mark says the United Nations